goals for the 2014 Xenith were to reduce weight, to increase our power transfer to the rear wheel, while keeping the same great ride quality that we're noted for, and wrapping that up into a brand new design. When designing a racing frame, the main objective is to be able to get the power from the rider's body and legs through the frame set and into the rear wheel to create real power, racing power. There's kind of two positions on that power. One of the positions on that is when you're in the saddle, and you're working in the saddle for a long time during the day. And then of course the other is when you're out of the saddle, maybe you're climbing or you're sprinting and you're up on the bars. As the rider's up on the bars, climbing or sprinting, you know, the front of the bike is important. The head tube, we have a tapered head tube. The fork, we have a tapered steer. And we have ribbing in the fork that reduces flex as you're up working on the bike. As we come down from the head tube, tri-oval down tube. In that tri-oval down tube, we're working ride quality in that, and we're also working power transfer and stiffness into that. We come down into traditionally a 68 millimeter BB. We've widened this BB out to 86.5 millimeters. So we've increased that BB area 30%. When the rider's in the saddle, then our power transfer comes down the seat post, the seat tube, and out the rear wheel. A lot of manufacturers are using a 27.2, a smaller seat post, to work some of the ride quality in. We didn't want to sacrifice power transfer for seat post ride quality. So what we did some research on seat post and seat post flex side to side, and we found that we were able to transfer more power through an oversized seat post than we were a 27.2 seat post. We were confident we were going to be able to build ride quality into our frame and not rely on a small 27.2 seat post. One of the key places we were able to work on the ride quality was the seat stays. We now have a post mount brake that we're able to move to the chain stays of the bike. That got the brake off of the seat stays. So we don't have to design the seat stays for braking forces. We can 100% design and tune the seat stays. You can do light or you can do ride quality, but it's really hard to design both. We wanted to work both of those qualities into our new frame, and we were able to do that with a new process called NearNet SPV. NearNet SPV allows us to mold from the inside out with a vacuum process that reduces weight and also allows us to add in some M30. You're never going to see the inside of your frame, but you'll feel it every time you get in the saddle. Traditionally, our Xenith SL frame has been M40. M40 is a really light, brittle, can be a harsh and stiff riding material. We know from developing carbon frames that an M30, M40 mix of carbon has a great ride, but it's a little heavier. So our challenge was to do an M30, M40 frame that's lighter than our current SL. We accomplished that with NearNet SPV. Back to our main objectives was to make the bike lighter, better power transfer, same great ride quality. Our goal was not to design an aero road bike, but we didn't want to make it slower. We knew from our development of the T-Series that a rear-facing brake would reduce drag over a front-facing brake. We wanted to incorporate this into our Xenith series. We took our prototypes to the San Diego wind tunnel with our new Xenith and our windshield 2 fork and tested with front-facing and rear-facing brake. And with the rear-facing brake, we were able to reduce drag by 4%. We've achieved everything we wanted to with the new Xenith, and we're proud of it. Can't wait for you to ride this bike.